Well, Jack, you're sitting here as a professional footballer. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means everything to me. Football's been my life for all my life, really, from since I can remember. So it's a bit of a surreal moment, really, to be a professional footballer. But yeah, it means everything to me. It means everything to my family. I mean, they've supported me throughout my whole journey. They follow me everywhere. So for me and my family, it's everything, really. So yeah, really proud.
And you've gone from delivering parcels to delivering crosses in the FL in the space of no time. I mean, it's an amazing story, isn't it?
Yeah, to go from just working a job to tie me over a little bit of money to playing at a place like this and grabbing myself an assist. It was a crazy set of events, really, which I'll never forget.
And I had a quick look at your Twitter page after the news was announced that we'd offered you a contract, and you spent plenty of time responding to loads of congratulations messages. Has your phone sort of stopped since the news was announced?
Not well. It's slowed down now, but when the news was first announced, it was going crazy. But yeah, I tried to reply to everyone because I like to see people being successful. So it was nice to see, people congratulating on me on my success. So yeah, I tried to just reply to everyone, and it was nice to see all my friends who I played with, previously, who have told me to keep going, congratulating me.
Did you have a little bit of time when you sort of got home on Saturday night and because it all happened really quickly, didn't it? But did you have a little bit of time to sort of sit down and just sort of think about the magnitude of the achievement? Because as you say, you've worked so hard throughout your entire life to be handed a moment like that.
Yeah, so obviously it all happened very fast, so I sort of just got home and just chilled with my mum, dad and girlfriend, and everyone was just dead proud of me, and we sort of just sat there like, everyone proud of me and me really happy, and yeah, we sort of just took a moment all together just to, really think about what it is and what it means now for me. So yeah, it was a really nice moment and a nice evening with everyone.
It's undoubtedly been a whirlwind couple of weeks as well. Which all started actually against the Millers when you were playing for Stanford.
Yeah.
I bet you had no idea after that game what was about to unfold.
Yeah, it's been crazy really, the couple of weeks. When I was playing for Stanford and see sort of the teams we were playing, I did want to go out and, put a performance in and hopefully do get noticed. So the fact that, I did play well against you and then, the gaffer took an interest was, it was a really nice moment for me. So yeah, crazy couple of weeks really.
And it is a little bit Disney that the way that this has unfolded. It's something that you sort of see in like a film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you had to pinch yourself a few times over the weekend?
Yeah, just sort of catch myself thinking like, wow, I've got here, I've done it, and I need to go again. So yeah, when I'm not busy and sort of have a time to think about it, it is a crazy moment really. It's almost not fully sunk in, but I also know that I need to now go again and just carry on. It's it's not over, but the fact that I've managed to get it, my first contract over the line was a great moment, which I've spent a lot of time thinking about.
Going back to that game at Stanford, just sort of, if you can, just speak us through the timeline of events after the game. How quickly did the manager get in touch with you afterwards to say that he'd been impressed and he wanted to invite you down?
So we played Rotherham on the Friday and we played Kings Lynn on the Saturday. So I was in the squad for the Kings Lynn game, and the gaffer at Stanford just pulled me in to say, they've had a little bit of interest, they want to have a look at you. And fair play to the gaffer at Stanford. He's helped me out loads. He's been really supportive and just said, look, I want you to give it a go. He's made me play with a smile on my face again, and the fact that he just let me have this opportunity was, a real credit to him. But yeah, very fast. It was played you on the Friday, and then sort of Saturday I was, being told that I was getting ready to be able to look at really.
One thing that sort of struck me about you when we were in the Sheffield United game in particular is that you didn't seem to have a lot of fear. You were up against a fullback that had played in the Premier League and the top end of the Championship, and you weren't scared to sort of take him on. Do you think the fact that the opportunity for you? Was that why you had this fearless approach, you think?
I feel like I've always sort of been fearless in the way I play. I mean, obviously I respected all of them players out on the pitch, you know, for the levels they played at. I mean, it's crazy to think about it, but I'm just a football lover, and when I'm out on the pitch, I just want to play football, and I want to play it the way that, you know, has got me here. So whenever I go out on the pitch, I just try and play my own game. So yeah, I would say that that sort of fearlessness is installed in me, and you know, hopefully I can carry on with that sort of attitude.
And we keep touching upon it, but you really had to earn this the hard way as well, haven't you? Dropping into non-league, working a full-time job alongside that, as we've already mentioned. Do you feel like this has all sort of helped shape you, not only as a footballer, but as a person as well? Because now that you've got this opportunity, you know where you've come from, you want to grasp it now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sort of coming where I've come from, I'm going to be forever grateful for, you know, this opportunity. I'll never forget, you know, where I've come from, and I feel like that's going to help me. It's helped me as a player and definitely helped me as a person as well.
And speaking about that fearless, and I appreciate, and you've already mentioned it, but this is still very much the start of the journey for you. Now that you've got this deal, you're not going to rest on your laurels or anything like that. But did you always have the belief in yourself that this moment would come?
Yeah, I would say I did. I've had a lot of great people around me who have, you know, helped me with that, and you know, made sure I stick with it, keep working hard, doing the right things, like my family, and you know, I've got some great friends who, you know, have always supported me and just told me to keep going. So, you know, that's definitely helped. But yeah, with inside myself, I've always sort of, you know, one day I'm going to do it, one day I'm going to do it, and sort of just try to live like I'm going to, you know, make it one day. And I'll just continue to keep doing that until hopefully, you know, I can look back and say, yeah, I did everything I can.
Back onto the manager, Steve Evans. He's shown a lot of faith in you, hasn't he? I mean, are you now determined to repay that faith, not just for yourself, but for him as well, for giving you the opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's given me the opportunity is more than enough to me to just try and repay him with everything I can. I'd love to just, you know, be able to go out there and hopefully, you know, help him and help the team do well, and that'd be great for me if I could, you know, sort of repay that to him for giving me the opportunity.
And what has he sort of said to you since? Have you had a chance to speak to him about and outlining what he sort of expects from you this season and what he wants to try and help you develop?
Yeah, he you know, he seems to really believe in me, which is nice. You know, he sort of, it's not like I'm coming here to, you know, be a squad player. It's very much, if I'm going to perform, I'll play, and he sort of reiterated that to me. You know, if I do come in and do well, then, you know, he'll want to play me. So it's just about doing that then now, just, you know, working hard, you know, training well, and when I get the chances, if it's off the bench or if it's starting, or, you know, whatever the chance is, just try and take it and show him that I can play for him.
And a word for Stanford as well. I mean, funnily enough, it turns out that you never made a competitive appearance for them, but just again reading through Twitter on Saturday, you seem to have left a lasting impression there from your performances. What would you say to the sort of the people there in your previous club as well?
Yeah, Stanford, I mean, a great, obviously I only had sort of 4 weeks with them, or, you know, that sort of time, but the group of players there is great. They've you know, they've been really supportive with me, and, you know, congratulated me, and yeah, I think they're a real good group. And yeah, as for the manager and the assistant manager, they've been really good for me. You know, they're absolutely over the moon for me that I've managed to do this. And then yeah, the fans there and stuff, you know, they really seem to enjoy the way I played. So yeah, it's been really good, to be honest.
And finally, just a word for the supporters here. Now, I think I saw you after the game. You were sort of chatting to a couple down there who'd sort of like taken note of your performance. So loads of people after the game were sort of saying, yeah, that winger's got something, hasn't it? Like we really need to sign him up. So they were really supportive of you as well. What would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really warm welcome, to be honest, which, you know, has made the experience only better, really. You know, coming where I've come from to coming to a club like this, and, you know, the fans be really warming and welcoming has been, you know, just made it even better, really. So yeah, hopefully they can watch me put in some good performances. That'd be nice.
And they are the type of supporters who, they appreciate hard work, they appreciate effort, they appreciate people going out there and giving everything, and I'm getting the impression that that's exactly what they're going to get from you.
Yeah, so like I said, I just love playing the game, so that's that's what I'll be here to do. I'll be, you know, if I get the opportunity, I'll just be working hard, you know, trying to play my game and just giving it everything I got, really, because why would I not?
Brilliant. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
I know.